Proving triangles similar by AA. So we're going to use the AA similarity postulate. And it states if two angles of one triangle are congruent to two angles of another triangle, then we can say the two triangles are similar. So we're going to look at some reasoning here. We can see that we have two angles congruent. So we do have angle-angle similarity. Oops. Okay, so that states that we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, lining up corresponding parts. Then we can also say the sides are in the same proportion. So AB is proportional to DE, and EFBC with EF, CA with FD. Angle B is congruent to angle E, and X corresponds to 12, 8 corresponds to Y. So to solve for X, we set up 6 over 16 equals X over 12. So I went from small to large. I need to make sure that I go from small to large. So 16X equals 72. X equals 4.5. And I do the same thing for Y. 6 to 12 equals 8 to Y. Solve the proportion, you get 6Y equals 96. Y ends up equaling oops, I made a mistake, sorry. Should be 16, I wrote 12. Which this then is, apologize for that. 8 times 16 is 128. And divide by 2, 64/3. Determine if the triangles are similar. If they are, write a similarity statement. So the first thing we can do is find this angle by saying 90 minus 43 is 47. So I can see, and then this would be 43 up here. I do have right angle is congruent. I have 43 congruent to 43. And I technically have 47 congruent to 47. So I do have angle-angle similarity. So triangle ABC would be similar to triangle 47 is Z, Y, X. So again, you still need to go in corresponding order. The next one, we find our missing angles here. This would be 180 minus 73 plus 35, which is 108, which is 72. So while I have the 35's congruent, I do not have anything else congruent. So this would be not similar. Going to the next one, same thing. I have the 85, so I need to find missing angle. So we'll find Y, 180 minus 85 plus 50 is 135. So this equals 45. So I have J and Y are congruent, so I have angle similarity. So triangle JLK is similar to triangle. J is the 45, so that would be Y. L is the 85, so that would be X, Z. My next example, you see I have parallel lines, so corresponding angles are congruent. I also have J congruent to itself, so I actually have all three angles, but I only need two. So I have triangle JKN similar to triangle JLM. You have two triangles here. You have PRS and you have PQT. So it might be beneficial to redraw those. PRS, 85 and 50, and PQT, where P is 50, Q is 45. So I will find T, so that equals 85, which corresponds to R. They're congruent, so I do have angle. So I have PRS similar to PTQ. And this one here, I have vertical angles are always congruent. I have parallel lines. So I actually end up with all three angles congruent. Alternate interior angles congruent. So I do have angle similarity. So we have HKG similar to MKN. And our last question is, in the diagram at right, find the length of BC. So you have to find out what corresponds first. So we have that, and we have B with D. So they go across, so the 4 with the 7 equals BC, which I'm going to call X, X with the 5. So 7X equals 20. X equals 20 over 7, which is D. And that's the end of angle similarity.